Have you ever found yourself staring at the ceiling late at night, wondering how life turned out this way, wondering how the dreams you once held so dearly slipped through your fingers? If you have, then you're not alone. I had dreams, big ones. I wanted to live a godly life, stay focused, build something meaningful, and never allow distractions to pull me off course. I told myself that my life would be different. I would make the right choices, avoid the mistakes others made, and create a future that was nothing short of extraordinary. But life had other plans. I never imagined that I would be a single mother of 3 children, struggling to make ends meet, working a job I hated just to keep food on the table. I never thought I would be drowning in debt, battling self-doubt, depression, and questioning my purpose every single day. But here I am. This is my story. A story of love, mistakes, heartache, resilience, and rediscovery. If you're watching this, I hope you take something from my journey. I hope you learn from my experiences and avoid the painful lessons I had to endure. And most of all, I hope you realize that no matter how far life takes you from your dreams, it is never too late to find your way back. Growing up, I knew exactly what I wanted out of life. I wanted to live with purpose, to serve God wholeheartedly, and to achieve something meaningful. I was not going to allow anything, especially love, to distract me. I had seen too many people, especially young women, lose themselves in relationships that took them off their path. Girls with so much potential, who once had big dreams, suddenly found themselves trapped in cycles of heartbreak, unplanned pregnancies, and missed opportunities. I swore that would never be me. I had goals. I wanted to be independent, to build a future that I could be proud of, to become someone who made a difference in the world. My faith was strong, my determination unwavering, and my vision crystal clear. But then I met him. Let's call him Sylvanus. We met on Facebook. It started with a simple message, one of those casual, harmless conversations that you don't think much about. You seem interesting, mind if we chat? And coincidentally, we shared the same surname. So he wanted to know where I came from, and to find out if we were related. It turned out we were not related. He kept on messaging, and just to be polite, I replied to his messages. Those messages led to conversations and friendship. Along the line, he proposed. At first, I didn't take it seriously. I had seen enough to know that social media relationships were often filled with lies and deceit. But Sylvanus was different, or at least, he seemed different, or so Elle thought. He was funny, engaging, and easy to talk to. Our conversations flowed effortlessly, and before I knew it, chatting with him became part of my daily routine. One day, we decided to meet in person. I remember being nervous, wondering if the connection we had online would translate into real life. It did. He had a charm that made it hard to resist him. He had a way of making me feel seen, heard, and understood. It wasn't love at first sight for me, but it was something close to it. And so our relationship began. In the beginning, everything was perfect. We spent every moment we could together. We talked about our dreams, our goals, our plans for the future. He promised me forever, and I believed him. Love has a way of making you see what you want to see rather than what is actually there. I ignored the red flags, the little inconsistencies, the moments of doubt, the gut feelings that told me something was off. Instead, I allowed myself to fall, deeply. And then I got pregnant. A blessing and a motherhood journey that came unexpectedly. When I first saw the 2 pink lines on that pregnancy test, my heart stopped. This wasn't supposed to happen. This wasn't part of my plan. I remember sitting in my room, staring at that test, feeling a mix of emotions I couldn't even begin to describe. Fear, excitement, panic, joy. Sylvanus was supportive at first. He assured me that we would figure things out together. He told me that he loved me, that we would raise this child as a family, that everything would be okay. I believed him. I needed to believe him. But life has a way of showing you the truth, no matter how hard you try to ignore it. 1 child became 2, then 3. I will do a separate video on how I became a mother of 3 without marriage. And with each child, the cracks in our relationship became more obvious. He started pulling away. He wasn't the man I fell in love with anymore, or maybe he never was. Then came the ultimate betrayal, the moment that shattered everything. He took the money meant for our daughter's surgery. Money that friends, strangers, family, and even our church contributed, and used it for himself. Not once, but twice. Then he told me that maybe if the surgery had been done at that time, our daughter wouldn't have survived. And in my desperation to hold on to the man I thought I loved, accepted that lie. And then came the final blow. Stop the children from calling me. A father telling the mother of his children to keep his own kids away from him. I was done. I had endured the emotional manipulation, the financial betrayal, and the endless cycle of hope and disappointment. But this was the moment I knew I could never turn back. The society I live in judges women like me, women who have children without marriage. I endured the shame, the whispers, and the disgrace, all while raising my children alone. But today, I stand tall because my children are my greatest blessings. If I could turn back time, I would never make the mistake of trusting him. But I would never trade my children for anything in the world. They are the light that came from my darkest moments. One day I sat down and asked myself, what if everything I went through wasn't for nothing? What if my pain has a purpose? And that's why I created this channel, after watching a video from a YouTuber named Do Dash. I want to help young women avoid the mistakes I made, to share real stories, to teach the lessons that life taught me the hard way. Maybe this is my purpose. Maybe I went through everything I went through so that it could save someone else. Even if it's just one person. I won't pretend I have it all figured out. I'm still learning, still growing, still finding my way. But if my story can help even one person avoid my mistakes, then it's worth telling. I have learnt several lessons from this chapter of my life that I will love to share, and to offer my humble advice for other women. Never ignore red flags. Love should never come at the cost of your peace and dignity. A man's words mean nothing without actions. If he keeps making excuses, he's not serious. Financial abuse is real. A partner who constantly takes from you without giving back is a liability, not a teammate. Don't let anyone manipulate you into staying in a toxic situation. No one who truly loves you will make you feel worthless. Your children are not a mistake. Even if the relationship was. Love them, cherish them, and use your experience to make better choices. Stay true to your dreams. If someone truly loves you, they will help you build your dreams, not distract you from them. Mistakes don't define you. Just because you've made bad choices doesn't mean your story is over. You can still rise. God's plan is greater. Even when life doesn't go the way you wanted, God can still turn things around. I will be making separate videos on how I raised money for my daughter's surgery through the kindness of strangers, family and my church, and someone stole it. Signs of a narcissist and how to avoid falling into their trap. How to heal and rebuild after betrayal and heartbreak. Did your life turn out the way you envisioned it? Or are you, like me, living in a version of your life that you never expected? If you relate to my story, let me know in the comments. Let's share, learn, and grow together. And please, do not wait to learn from your own mistakes. Learn from ours. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share so more people can learn from these life lessons. God bless you and see you in my next video.